Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 22 of the Embodying Our Higher Self Challenge. If you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow along. Today we're going to talk about money. When I think of my higher self, I think of somebody that has her shit together and she knows where her money is going at all times of the week. Now, currently, I'm somebody that's a bit unsure of where her money is actually going and then finds herself in a bit of debt on her credit card and wonders, how has it got that high? If you're the same, then this tip might help you. I have started doing Money Mondays, and what we do on a Monday is we will sit down and actually go through our bank account and see exactly what we have been spending on and categorize all our money to make sure what we are actually spending is what we need to be spending and we are not wasting money in areas that we could stop. This allows us to go through our bank account and work out all our direct debits. Are there direct debits that you could actually cancel and save yourself a bit of money? Are there things that you are buying that you really don't need to pay for? So are you buying a lot of food? I am somebody that goes out and buys food constantly, but also does a massive weekly shop. Now, please tell me how this makes sense, because if you have just done a massive weekly shop, why am I needing to spend so much money on food all the time? I know I'm not alone out there, so if you're the same, pop a little heart down in the comments just so I know that you're a real one. The reason of Money Mondays is, one, it sounds quite good, but also it's allowing us to take a look at the week prior of exactly what we have spent our money on, what direct debits have come out that we could cancel, what subscriptions we signed up to that we didn't even know we were signed up to, and where is our money going, what sort of shops are we spending it in, and can we even remember what we'd spent that money on in the shop that we went in. If we're answering no or unsure to a lot of the questions, then I think it's time that we need to start looking at our money a bit more in depth and see exactly where it's going, and maybe start a budget template of where we want to spend our money. How much do we want to save? Are we wasting a lot of money in areas that we could have been putting that in investments, and we could have been putting that in savings and gaining interest on it? I know my higher self is somebody that is being very careful with their money and making sure that they are actually investing it in the right areas and making sure that we have savings. If there is an emergency, we want to have an emergency fund, we want to have savings behind us, and we want to know that we are secure in our money and we're not wasting it, we're not in debt, we're not in an overdraft or owing so much on our credit card every single month. This can look different to everybody because everybody's going to have different spending habits. You might be somebody that goes out and buys clothes so much and it is something that you just can't stop. But instead of going out and spending on full priced items, why not try and change your tactics and go to a charity shop instead? So you feel like you're still doing the shopping and you're getting new items of clothing, but you're not spending the high price on it. One thing I could suggest here is, if you're somebody that does go out and buys a lot of clothes, what I would suggest is go to a charity shop, buy something that you probably would have bought anyway. Obviously, don't buy if you don't want to, but if you find something that you like, purchase that item and then come away. And if it's, say, a dress, and you would normally spend about £32 on a dress, but you've only spent £3.50 in the charity shop, the rest of that money that you would have currently wasted and you would have previously wasted on, put that into a savings account. What this will start doing is you're getting the pleasure out of purchasing an item like you normally would, but you're not spending the same money on it, but you're going to still believe that you are. Obviously, don't put yourself into debt for this, but if you were somebody that always had money to spend on clothes, that extra money that you would have spent but you haven't because you've gone to a charity shop, if you put that into savings, your investments from that, your interest that is going to be building, is eventually going to be duplicating that amount that you would have spent at the beginning. Over time, you're going to have earned so much interest on that you're going to be gaining so much more money without even realizing. But you're also going to have the item that you wanted originally because you've gone out and purchased something. You've got rid of that itch and you've been able to go and buy something that you would originally have bought, say, from a more expensive shop online. But you've also saved that money and then it's growing for you and it's working for you, instead of just wasting it in your wardrobe and sitting on a hanger that, one thing, you might not even wear anyway, or two, you're going to wear it once and then the value is going to severely decrease. So this is a little tip that I have started to do in everything in my day-to-day life. So if I was to go out and buy a Coca-Cola and I didn't need it because I was on my way home and I knew I had one in the fridge at home, if I was going to purchase that, I would then move that amount of money, so that £1, whatever it's going to be, into my savings account from my bank account, because in my eyes that's already been paid, that's already gone. If we are changing our spending habits of, instead of purchasing something, we're looking at it more of, we don't need that right now, but the money that we would have spent if we have it in our bank account available to us, if we put that into savings, we are then going to be benefiting off of the fact that we was going to waste that money, but now it's actually going to be working for us. So Money Mondays can be a really good way of actually understanding exactly the categories of where our money is going to, where we can decrease certain elements of our life. Why do we have to spend so much on food, clothes, or just subscriptions in general? Is there ways that we can decrease this and make it better for us and make our money work better for us? Can we invest more? Can we save more? Can we actually think about our future more? And ultimately, is this something that your higher self would do? If they are somebody that is really good with money, they don't waste money, they are not in debt all the time, then start becoming them now by starting implementing these different changes now. That's all that I have for you for this video. So I encourage you to go and check out your bank account now and see where your money is going and if you can change anything moving forward. There are so many more tips to come, so make sure you like this video and subscribe so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And until next time, keep manifesting your biggest goals.